We're supposed to deck the halls with boughs of holly, but now it's time to deck the kitchen. If you hadn't thought of decorating your kitchen or you just need some inspiration, Jackie Glass is here now with some festive ideas. Jackie, it's so good to see you, and I love the look. What is your kitchen inspiration this holiday season?
You know, it's a little bit of everything. It's kind of modern, natural, a little bit edgy, but definitely with a little bit of traditional. So the colors that I decided to use were reds and greens, the reds being a little bit more pomegranate, the black and white's a little edgier, and then just some wood tones, some kind of natural stuff going on. But I was really inspired by something that I happened to find while I was shopping for this season's kind of look, and it was my doodle wreath. And that kind of jumped off into a lot of different areas.
The doodle wreath. Okay, I love that idea. The showstopper seems to be the large hanging branch full of ornaments. How did you do that?
Well, there's my homage to my nature. You know, I live in nature, and what I did is I did a little bit of foraging. You know, off to the forest I went with my snippers. I basically measured between my two pendant lights, and you know, it was about 65, 68 inches, and I went out and found a branch. So I took a measuring tape too, and I cut a branch that I thought would work, and then I suspended it, wired it to, it's fairly light though, so if you're doing this yourself, just make sure that it's not too heavy, and wired it to each pendant, and then I suspended some really pretty ornaments, and they are the white factor in my color scheme. But I also wanted a little bit of red or that pomegranate tone, so I went to True Flowers and I got some really pretty cut amaryllis with lots of natural greens, and I just arranged them just really naturally in two vases on either side of my cooktop, and I felt that it kind of anchored that area and created a little spot of color. And then a little bit more white in the snowflakes. I'd had those, you know, for a couple of years, and I thought it would be fun just to take a few of them and suspend them from my window. But I had a lot of fun with my wraps and my wrapping paper. So along with the greens and the red papers, I happened to find some doodle paper. I even made my own name tag. So I really got into the DIYs this season for sure.
That is so good, and I like the whole overall idea of use some of your old, forage a bit for new, maybe buy a few things that you're missing, put it all together and see how it all plays together. That whole nod to the doodling is just a really nice, natural, kind of whimsical way to direct your decorating. So really nice. Yeah. But the real present, Jackie, is the food. How have you set up your serving situation?
Well, you know, I have a big island, and I think a lot of people do entertain really casually these days, and I think it's really nice for people to kind of float around an island. So one of my good friends, who is a wood turner, Brian Parrott, created some really beautiful trays and some bowls out of some wood that he had, and I use those to obviously put food on and fill them with goodies, and then use the black and white theme again from that doodle, and had plates, so little white plates, some black cutlery. Also too, don't forget candles, lighting. I love to add color and lights to all sorts of surfaces. It really does elevate your space very much. So I think that it's lovely to do that and you know, just enjoy the season and have fun.
Absolutely, and it looks like you're having fun and doing it in style. Thank you, Jax. She's going to be back later with even more great ideas, this time for creative, festive, outdoor entertaining spaces, and it'll be gorgeous, so stay tuned.